given a hint that he wanted to leave. Is that right?
Well, he's been saying some things about getting up out of here, and they tried to downplay it. And, certain media rims here was trying to downplay it as if he was kidding around and trying to throw a curveball and play this, cat and mouse game. But, I know he can't be happy. He come from a team that was winning. They're continuing to win. They won the Super Bowl and all this thing. He came down here and got his bag, but he's not where he want to be in terms of the winning and the success that he was having when he was in Kansas City. I know that can be a little frustrating. He had some off the field activity going on as well, so it could be upsetting season for him as a whole. One thing about it, he's so used to winning, and then they're coming up short on a lot of these games, and in some of these games they should have won, they came up short. And then they had injuries, on defense and offense. So it's been plaguing their season for the losses. I think they're going to be all right, though. I think they're going to pull these next 2 games off because they ain't got some kind of cotton ball games left at the end of the season. So I think they'll be all right.
Well, This is my take on it. If he wants to get up out of there, Chris Greer should help him get up out of there, if that's really what he wants. Get up out of here. I mean, if you don't want to be here, this is not the NBA. We're looking at 2 different leagues. The NBA is a smaller league in terms of size comparison to the NFL, and a lot of players in the NBA has forced movement. When they don't want to be somewhere, they force their way out. And the NFL is a little bit different culture than the NBA. So if you want to leave an organization, just go in there and tell them, and they can help you get up out of there, because you're not going to have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You either get your bag, go to a team that has potential to get there, or you stay where you were, which was in Kansas City. You take a lesser bag, and then you keep winning Super Bowls. But you ain't going to have it both ways. You're not going to have it 2 ways like that.
He might ultimately get it both ways. He got his bag now, so now he done solidified the rest of his career. He got a big old fat piece of money, and now he want to go on a team that's going to win again. He might have that thing mapped out the way he wanted it. He got on a team that wasn't top tier, but he got money, and now he want to move on. That could be his strategy, so we never know that. But, if he...
whatever it is, once again, you get these professional athletes, and they cop these attitudes where they want to force movement or to force an organization to go in a certain direction, or whatever the case may be. But I'm all for helping someone out who don't want to be somewhere. If you want to leave, you're free to leave.
To his credit, though, because you mentioned the thing about basketball and the guys who forced their way out. One thing I can say about him, he's still playing hard. Even though he has some unsuccessful drops and stuff like that throughout the season, which he would normally catch, he's running route hard. He's playing hard. He's not giving up. Some of them guys who you were just speaking of earlier, they go out there and just play,
go through,
and they do it intentionally. Right? Yeah, so he's not doing that part. So I can't.
Well, I give him credit too. If he's still playing hard and he still wants to win, where he is now is fine. And I admire the guy to death. I think he's one of the best receivers to me in the history of the game itself. So it's no disrespect to him. I'm just saying, if you're in somewhere where you don't want to be there, and you really, really don't want to be there, you just go in and tell them you don't want to be there. And just let them take care of that, and they might help you out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think there's a sense of frustration, though. I think there's a sense of frustration on his part, just to take up for him. In that aspect, I think he's just frustrated with the losses and things that's not going right with the season. That's all.
Okay.
I think he'll be all right with his loyalty. So